Karen on Karen, Karenicity. This is a sign, ladies and gentlemen, of the end of the world. I'm sure this is somewhere in the book of Revelations. So here is one Karen named Megyn Kelly talking about another Karen who is parading as a US Senator out of Alabama. Here it is.
The Republicans had an opportunity here to put their best foot forward and just sound normal. That's it. Don't shout, say normal things, and speak to regular Americans about what's real. And they blew it, as they do almost all the time in these State of the Union responses. They put up rising star in the Republican Party, Katie Britt, who is a senator from the state of Alabama and a Republican, as I said. And I don't know what the F I saw. I agree with the people saying she looked like she was auditioning for a show on Lifetime. The drama, the fake affectation, the over-the-top portrayal of emotions I did not believe she was feeling at all. Her inauthenticity, it was totally cringe, as the kids would say. Sorry, this is how I saw it. You tell me whether you disagree.
Okay, before I go to the next video, first of all, Megyn Kelly, you are Karen yourself. But it's almost as if Megyn Kelly is saying, now damn it, there's only room for one Karen in this party, and it's not Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now here's the thing. Did you hear what she said? She said the Republican Party had an opportunity to look normal, to say things that made sense. Wait a minute, Megyn. That would suggest that the Republican Party is abnormal, that they say things that do not make sense, correct? There's more.
I never could have imagined what my story would entail. To think about what the American dream can do across just one generation, in just one lifetime. It's truly breathtaking. But right now, the American dream has turned into a nightmare. Our country can do better. And you don't have to look any further than the crisis at our southern border to see it. President Biden inherited the most secure border of all time. He invited it with 94 executive actions in his first 100 days.
Okay. She embarrassed herself. She embarrassed the Republicans, and she embarrassed women. It was a disgrace. I was horrified by her performance, and I really think that it's going to take her years to rebound from that performance.
Megyn Kelly, I think you embarrassed yourself. You embarrassed Fox News, and you embarrassed women. Here it is.
When I saw this headline, I kind of laughed and I said, oh, this is so ridiculous. Yet another person claiming it's racist to have a white Santa, you know? And by the way, for all you kids watching at home, Santa just is white, but this person is just arguing that maybe we should also have a black Santa. Just because it makes you feel uncomfortable doesn't mean it has to change. You know, I mean, Jesus was a white man too, but you know, it's like, he was a historical figure. I mean, that's a verifiable fact, as is Santa. I just want the kids watching to know that.
She just wanted the kids watching to know that Jesus is white and the Santa Claus, popularized by Coca-Cola, is white as well. Her show at that time came on at 10 p.m. at night. What kid is up watching a damn Megyn Kelly news show who still believes in Santa Claus and needs to be reaffirmed that don't worry, Santa Claus is in fact white. Now, factually, this is inaccurate. Santa Claus, the version that we see, naturally popularized by an artist and then purchased by Coca-Cola. The original character that it was based on was a person of color who gave out toys to children during the winter months. Jesus, well, that's quite clear. He was not a white male. put up the picture full mask. Interesting. Sadly to say, SiriusXM host. I work for SiriusXM. These are unfortunate times when I have to go against the network I'm on. But SiriusXM host Megyn Kelly went hard after Senator Katie Britt, Republican out of Alabama, during her viral kitchen-bound speech following the State of the Union speech. Now, she definitely gave some improper and false information during that speech, but her content paled in comparison to her delivery, calling it totally cringe, according to Megyn Kelly, and worse. President Joe Biden's State of the Union speech was followed by Britt's widely criticized response that drew crude comparisons to scholastic drama programs that did not deserve the smoke. On Friday's episode of SiriusXM's The Megyn Kelly Show, Kelly decided to air her grievance. Now, Mayor Mondale, interesting note here. It was Donald Trump who came out immediately and said, that was a great speech, and gave her this remarkable vote of confidence. And on Donald Trump's own social media line, his followers were saying things like, wait a minute, Mr. President, did you hear the same speech I heard? But once again, the gaslighting continues. Thoughts?
Let's be clear, Doc. Thank you so much for correcting that. Anybody that goes against Joe Biden or Donald Trump's enemy are amazing, are great, are large, are big. We know Trump. Trump is small in thought. But the truth of the matter is, this was the first AI response to a State of the Union.
That's what it was.
This looked like Chat GPT to me.
Yes.
But it is so rich coming from Megyn Kelly talking about the Republican Party was embarrassed. How is this the level of embarrassment, but not the senior senator from Alabama who starved or tried to starve our military for almost 6 or 7 months? How is Donald Trump not the embarrassment of the Republican Party? This party is beyond embarrassment. They are moralists. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a figurehead in this party. She's a top runner for vice president. So the idea that and it was bad. This speech was that was embarrassing the Republican Party means to me Megyn Kelly is full of snow.
There it is. All right. We will bring updates if there's an update to bring.